I'm trying my best. Like, it's so much noise around me, but this is what's going to have to, it's going to have to be this. Like, let me sit back. It's going to have to be this. It's going to have to be here. Let's just hope that nobody don't come up here. I'm on my rooftop. So, okay, so hello, let me say hi first. Let me be mannerly. Hi. This is a very random video, obviously, because anything I post would be random, considering I haven't posted since December last year. I feel like I'm gonna post this one. This one is very random. This one is like a rant / ramble. But you know, what is my YouTube name? Act like you know. What does Kila do? Fill in the blank. Anyway, so yeah, it's gonna be like a ramble, a rant. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, but I haven't really been able to sit down and think about it until more recently, and it's just something I wanna share. You know, I'm a real silly goose. I love to joke and laugh and not be serious, and half the time I'm just kicks in. But I feel like the silliest people are also the people who are the most like introspective, or the people who are always like kind of have like the heavier thoughts. Like, I feel like that's something that I've noticed, that if you're a clown, you're also a very serious person internally, and that is me. So I've been thinking about some things, and this rant is gonna be on the topic of love, vulnerability, talents, trust, all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's just along those lines. Let's get started, because I've just been introducing it for a long time, like, you know me. I just be but yeah, let's get into it. So one of the things that I feel like I've been thinking about recently is, well, first off, I've actually been going through it a lot internally. We're not gonna get into that today, but because of that, I feel like I've had to confront certain feelings that I felt for a very, very long time. One of the things that I feel like I have been struggling with for a very long time is a feeling of just like, there's always a friction, there's always a tension, there's always a battle, there's always like this internal war that I'm going through when I go through life. And it's like a tug of war kind of thing, where it's just like, I just never knew where it's coming from. I just felt friction, you know? I don't know if anybody relates to that, but that's just me. So let's go back a little bit. When I was a preteen, I kind of experienced some things that led to me, like directly led to me struggling with self-esteem, struggling with just struggling. I feel like that is the root of my friction. When I experience, I'm like jumping in, like when I experience that led to my mental health issues, my friction, I immediately closed myself off, and I immediately started to build up walls and defense mechanisms. That's the thing that happens when you like go through stuff in life, when you experience like discomfort, when you experience harm, when you experience things that are unpleasurable and things that you would not want for yourself. You close off. That tends to be the matter. But you close off, or you build up defenses. And immediately I felt friction, because that is not my nature. It is not my nature to be looking for the worst in people. It's not my nature to be closing myself off from people. It's not my nature to be unloving and negative and paranoid. It's not my nature. I know that's not my nature because I was never like that as a child, maybe to my detriment, considering the world that we live in and just human nature. It may have set me back that I wasn't like that. Like, I distinctly remember my parents telling me that as a child, I had to be taught how to stand up for myself, because it wasn't my instinct to stand up for myself. It was always my instinct to be loving and to forgive and to let go of any pain and to trust and to look for the best and to help. I pretty much feel like that is how we come into the world. You don't think? Like innocent and sweet and pure. This is why we have such a strong like need to protect children, because we want to protect their innocence, because we know that the world changes us into people that are not as innocent, are not as soft, as not as pure, or whatever. That's how I feel like we come into the world. And then somewhere along the line, something happened and we close ourselves off. I closed myself off, you know. But I think the minute I closed myself off is the minute I started to experience this very difficult, uncomfortable friction, because I'm doing things that are not natural to me. I'm doing things that are kind of stifling my my truest self. It's instinctive at that point, because it's a natural instinct in our brain to protect us. You know what I mean? For us to survive. Our brain is just automatically doing these things. But I feel like there's a clash of the titans. I don't know if that's like the right terminology. I just be saying shit. But for me, at least, let me just speak for myself. There's like a clash that I experience every time that I am doing something like that, where I'm just like, I'm not gonna say how I feel. I'm not gonna show this person I care about them yet. You know that thing, that phrase that be going around like social media, that's like, I match your energy. You know, like, you fall back, I fall back more. Like, that type of shit, it just don't resonate. Like, I am not that kind of girl. I am not somebody who is chill with the people that I care about. I'm not somebody who is unbothered and phased. I'm not somebody that's nonchalant. I'm not somebody who is like absent. Like, I'm a very present person, a very active person, I'm a very loud lover. You know what I mean? And so, but I've had to do things in this life to reel myself in, to calm myself down, to close myself off, to, like, I have walls built around me that it's just internal. I'm just like, oh, I just want to share it. I just want to be open. I just want to be honest. You know, I just want to love, and I just want to forgive, and I just want to be soft, you know, and tender. Like, but I've been. Life has happened, and it makes me feel like that's a weakness. Like, to choose to be soft is a weakness. To choose to be open is a weakness. To choose to be honest about your feelings and emotional is a weakness, you know? And that's real unfortunate. It sucks. I've been told that. I've literally been told that. Like, I've been kind of programmed to think that way by the people around me, that it's just like, I'm not the survival of the fittest. It's the survival of the fittest, and I'm not the fittest if I continue to be that way. But as a result of me trying to survive, I have been internally just betraying myself. Like, it's just kind of this subconscious idea that who I am naturally is not good and not smart and not meant to, like, it's not meant to be shown. And so and I feel like it's like the me in here is like screaming, am I ashy as hell? Look how ashy I am. Yo, I did lotion my hands, but they just get ashy so quick. Anyway, what the frick was I saying? Like, regardless, you are going to experience pain. Regardless, you're going to experience death, grief, betrayal, harm, abandonment, disappointment. Regardless, I might as well not make the process of life so painful for myself if I'm going to deal with it anyway. And obviously there's wisdom, there's an aspect of protecting yourself. Like there is an internal instinct that is natural to you to protect yourself, to defend yourself, to guard your heart. But then there's a point in which you're just not being yourself. There's a point at which you're just making shit so like it is taking the beauty out of life. It's taken, like life is tough and hard and painful, and humans are insufferable, and we suck, and we will cause one another pain, and we will cause one another hurt and harm. As much as life is all of those negative things, like there's so much beauty in life that I feel like I am not allowing myself to experience, because I am like just have all these defenses up, and I'm just constantly like fighting, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a bad bitch, like in that way. Like I'm not this tough, like I'm strong. Nobody can tell me I'm not strong. Nobody can tell me I'm not tough. Nobody can tell me I'm not resilient. Like nobody can't tell me that, because none of y'all know what the frick I be going through. Don't nobody know what I be going through. Don't nobody know what I've been through. Don't nobody know what I battle with on a daily basis. So nobody can tell me I'm not strong, and same goes for everybody else. I can be strong and soft. I can be strong and tender. I can be strong and forgiving. I can be strong and gracious. I can be all of these things. Nobody can tell me, like there's a point, like I myself know I have people pleasing tendencies that I'm trying to work through. I have boundary issues. I have issues with sharing my needs. It's all things that I'm working through. But at the end of the day, like I have to come to the terms that I'm not no nonchalant, like uncaring, unbothered girl. I'm bothered. If I feel like if the people I care about not good, like I'm affected by that. I'm not no nonchalant, chill person. You know what I mean? Like if I freaking care about you, like you're going to know that shit. Like you're gonna know that. I remember, right? Yo, this is how let me pause. I remember there was a long my entire teenage life I tried to convince myself, and I literally believed. I hate terms of endearment. I hate when people call me people. I can't. I remember I told my friends, I was like, I can't tell y'all I love y'all. Like I can't. That's just not something that rolls off my tongue. Girl, huh? Like you're a liar. That is the biggest lie. Like, are you dumb? Are you stupid? Me? This is what I'm talking about. You're freaking lying to yourself. Like you want love. That's what we want in this world, y'all. We are built and we are created to love and to be loved. We're gonna mess up. We're gonna get it wrong, and we cause so much harm and pain to one another when there's a lack of love, when we have not experienced love. That's the root of all our freaking issues, honestly. You want to be loved. You want to be treated tenderly. You want somebody to baby you. You want somebody to remember you. You want somebody to consider you in their day. You know what I mean? You want somebody to make to feel like if somebody cares about you. You want somebody to call you first. You want somebody to text you and ask how you're going. You want somebody to give you a nice, thoughtful gift. You want somebody to help you out with something. You want all that shit. It is strong, independent, on your own. Like you feel like that's who you have to be. That's who the world makes us feel like we have to be. But that's not who you really want to be. You want to be able to ask for help. You want to be able to take off some of your load. You want people to actually see that you want help and offer you help and not let you say no. And just help you. You want to feel cared for in that way. You want to feel treasured in that way. And the more that you deny yourself that, you'll just be freaking like rejecting the point of your whole existence, the purpose of your whole existence. You know, we are meant to be loved and to love. And it's scary to be vulnerable because you don't know what somebody else is going to do with that. But I feel like it's a risk worth taking. I've experienced, like, in the past 2 years, oh my god, I'm gonna get emotional. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna the past 2 years, I've seen, like, the toughest people in my life crumble. absolutely crumble, and in the sense of all those defenses kind of came down, and all they wanted was just to be comforted and to be loved. And like, I've just seen them become the softest people, like the most open people. You know, I've known them for like I'm 23, going on 24 soon. Like, I've known them for all these years, and I've never really seen them be like that until, you know, life kind of beat the shit out of them. We have to stop being like just lying to ourselves and lying to everybody else. Like, I've spent so long feeling like very ashamed of the fact that I'm just a very soft lover girl. I'm affectionate and I'm soft and I'm mushy. Like, there's things that happen, like, let's say, like, for example, like, not even to call nobody out, but like let's say, like, my brother's like experiencing something that's like, you know, he's venting to me about something, and I'm crying because I don't want you to be sad. You know, I don't want you to experience. I want you to like have the best, you know? So I'm emotional about it. And he's just like, why are you crying? Like, stop, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm not gonna stop crying over the people that I care about. Sorry, like, I'm not gonna sit here and feel like me getting emotionally worked up about the people that I care about is a problem. I'm not gonna sit here and act like if being somebody who cares is a problem. I want nonchalance around me. Obviously, like, I have to learn myself, like, boundaries, and learn, like, how to just, you know, how healthy disconnection, and, you know, all those things are things that I have to be working on. But like, I don't want that for us. I don't want like people to become so hard on, you know. That's what life is. Honestly, life does that shit to you. But I feel like fight against that. Like, fight against the instinct to close yourself off from the beauty that is love and life and reconciliation and grace and tenderness and softness. Like, fight for that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want people to know that they could come to me and experience tenderness. You can come to Killer and feel like soft, and feel like you could be freaking weak with me, and feel like if you get weak, you know, feel like you could be mushy, and feel like you could be, you know, yourself. This is who we are, you know. This is who we're supposed to be with me. And like, I love to take care of people. I love to make people feel special. I love to give people, you know, like, just give people what it is they need. I love to make a meal for them and make sure that they're comfortable and affirm them, you know, and remind them of like how great they are, and like just listen to them and just sit with them and let them be themselves. Like, that's what the frick I want. And I don't want to be ashamed of that. I'm tired of like denying that part of myself. And to me, in a world where everything is making you be the opposite of that, like, I empathize with that's how most of us have felt like we need to be the opposite of that. But in a world where that's the case, I feel like it is very strong, very brave to fight against that. It's gonna be hard because you think that it's just gonna be met with pain and like toughness, like, but regardless, we're going to experience that. Regardless, we are going to experience people who are going to reject us, people who are going to not always welcome us and welcome that part of us, and it's going to hurt, but it's going to happen regardless. You might as well like stop denying yourself who you really are, what you really want. That's all we really want, is to be loved. So what ways have you been closing yourself off to love? Whether it's closing yourself off in the sense of not receiving or not giving. And you know, challenge yourself. What ways could you stop doing that? What ways could you slowly begin to open yourself up again? Because this is your life. Why would you want to spend your whole life convincing yourself that you're something that you're not? That's all I have for you today. I rambled and rambled and rambled. I hope that I get to edit this in a way that it's not too long, but probably not. You know, I felt like I wanted to say it. I feel like God wanted me to say that to you. You know what I mean? Like, God uses me right now. God is love. You know, if God be the source, then I am the plug talking. Yeah, baby. That's what I feel like right now. I'm the plug talking. Yeah, I'm the plug. Anyways, I hope you followed along. I hope it made sense. I hope you understand. I hope you're inspired. I hope you're reflected. And if you have any thoughts on this, you can message me privately. You don't have to comment. You can message me privately. Okay. That's the end. Bye.